So it's just been crazy for Jim Jones as of late, man. Beefing with Killer Cam, former Dipset affiliate. I mean, I guess they'll always be the Dips, man. As well as beefing with 50 Cent. Fifth went back to calling him a rat. Sh0ts Treyway said that ain't true. Mel Matrix said it ain't true. He got the whole Harlem track with the dope remix that just dropped. A lot going on, man. But things with him and Fifth seemed to escalate when he took some live shots at him.
But
has platinum records, gold records, #1 records. It's not too many in New York. But I got more solo records than most of them that really hit. Remember that? Mm-hmm. You dig? Like, I got a lot of gold singles and I got some action with me. You dig? It's gonna be hard for a lot of people from New York to win with Capo. And I got freestyles I could do all. In New York City, it's gonna be hard. I would say that for anybody. On the record, it sounds like he wouldn't do it with 50 Cent. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Jim. Nah, I don't want to do nothing with that sucker. You heard? Leave him out the conversation. You did that on purpose. No, they did. Don't start. Because he said around. He said New York, and that's the only one that has a catalog.
I low-key was thinking it. I just didn't want to say it consistently to you.
So check it out, man. I don't know. I didn't see the whole interview. Tap in if you did. You know what I mean? As always, everyone, hit the comments over here. It's all about hearing from y'all. Don't forget to sub up and hit them buttons, man. But it sounded to me like they were talking about a versus, maybe. Like when he was saying, I think you're trying to say you want one with 50 Cent. And he was like, I don't want nothing with that sucker. Taking some shots at him on air. And, Fifth going to be extra out on the gram coming at Jimmy after this one. You know it, man. He been going at Meech lately. Big Meech, Little Meech, Rose, Jimmy. But watch the Jimmy posts grow exponentially. You heard? But I think it was a versus. And just speaking of that, man, when was the last versus? Have them things still been going on? I don't even know, man. But peep it. Is Jim delusional, though? He's talking about his catalog, hit records. He's like, I got some gold singles, this and that, you know what I mean? But listen, when it always comes down to this, like we've been seeing it with the Kendrick Drake beef. The Drake stans don't want to accept defeat, which is just, I can't even quite understand it. The way he bodied Drake, and from the Grammys to the Super Bowls and all that, that's another story. But in a lot of other situations, or just when individuals are chopping it up, like smoking an L or just chilling, like rating MCs and stuff like that. There's always a difference between like who you think is the best lyricist and who you think had a bigger career. And in this situation, it's like they're talking about hits. To me, that's what it sounds like. And he's saying like no one from New York had more than him. And you see Fifth responding like, yo, Jimmy, the fuck are you talking about? You have one big smash hit that was balling, written by Max B. And yo, free Max B, free Wavy Crockett, the wave god. I don't know why. I kept thinking he was coming home like any day now. But November 2025, man. And I didn't peep. He went on the Joe Budden podcast as well. Hit the comments and let me know who watched that. I gotta go check that out, man. But hey, it's better than 7.5. Remember French Montana said they gave my man Max 7.5. They gave another 30. Whatever, he ain't even seen 30. Stay scheming, right? I don't know, that's crazy looking back, man. Like Max B is an individual who was kind of ahead of his time with the internet-ish, man. You know what I mean? After he fell out with Jimmy and started pushing his own brand, collaborating with French Montana, who was a blogger before a blogger back then, with the Cocaine City DVDs and all that. And they were working. They were getting the YouTube footage. They were doing it all, man. Doing the most. And in the mix of it all, Max B getting caught up in that bad situation, going to trial, blowing trial. That ish was crazy, man. Like real talk. But he's coming home finally, and we can never forget he was the man behind Ballin'. He wrote that, and listen, another thing he was ahead of his time with the melodic music. Like, how rappers be singing ass rappers, rapping ass singers. What Kendrick say, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Like Max B was melodic with it, but in a different way, a fly way. You know what I mean? Where I thought like it could still be some street-ish and still be gritty. And yo, someone let me know too who this individual is and some of these gifts, who is like doing the whole Max B comedy, like Max B lookalike, where he's like, yo, I'm from Harlem. Of course I think Max is coming home this year. And then this other one where he's talking about he can't even walk down whatever in Lenox and people don't think he's Max B. That's some funny ish. Is that some kind of TikToker or something? Someone fill me in, man. But yeah, Max was ahead of his time. Like when he comes home, will he be able to pick up where he left off? Will the Wave God still have a shot at blowing up in late 2025, 2026 and beyond? We'll have to wait and see. But I could possibly see it, man. You know, there was talks a couple years ago, like maybe Jimmy and Max B could be squashing the issue because Jim Jones actually played ballin' at a show. This was in, I want to say this was like 2018, 19, maybe 20, maybe 21. I know you're like, hell, that's a hell of a gap, Coffee. That's like 4 years. But he played at a show for the first time in the longest time, Billy Joel voice track. I think it was Ballin' with the Max B vocals on, which he had turned off forever. But he had it back, so people were really reading a lot into that situation, myself included. You know, he went out of his way to not do it all these years. Why did he let it go this time? But since then, he's, you know, went on the record saying there'll never be a reconciliation between him and Max B. I don't know, man. But fifth, keeping Max's name alive, Max B's name alive in a sense. You remember that? Which was that Hustlers POME or I forget, that had that baby girl, you wanna get down with the Dipset? Well then you gotta get your lips wet and all that. Was that the same joint with Ballin'? If it was, Max B was all over that project on every track damn near, and we know he was writing the ish as well. And Jimmy bailed him out when he caught that case, but I don't know, things didn't work out, you know what I mean? But I'm really intrigued to see what happens when he comes home. But getting back to what we're talking about here too, like, I mean, I gotta concur with 50 Cent. Like Jim's talking about, no one got hits like him in New York. I mean, you heard old girl after, she was like, oh, I thought you were trying to lead into saying you want one with Fifth. I mean, you're talking about smash hits, smash singles, doing numbers. Like Fifth did it up big time in a major way. You know what I mean? Like crazy, from the Get Rich or Die Trying premiere, the rollout, the campaign after signing with Eminem. Like, and let's not even forget the way he busted his ass, pause, working hard with those G-Unit radio mixtapes and everything. You know, like what got Eminem noticing Fifth after getting kind of blackballed from the industry after the Columbia deal went south and getting shot. Like Fifth, his career is really something special, man. And I'm still hoping we get that Eminem and 50 Cent duo project. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, hit the comments, man. Let me know what you think about it all. If Jim Jones delusional as fuck, like he's looking silly here, taking some shots at Fifth on air live in that type of fashion, talking about hits. Were they talking about a versus for those who've seen the whole jump off? Max B, you know, Wavy Crockett, and everything else we touched on. Let's talk about it. Subscribe. It's Coffee, and I'm gone, y'all. Peace.